everyone, welcome back from Math by Chang channel. So today we're gonna learn about inequalities. So there are four main inequality signs: greater than, less than, greater than equal, and less than equal. So let's look at some properties. So here are four inequality properties. Today we're gonna learn like additional property, subtraction, multiplication, and division. But actually additional and subtraction are quite the same. Multiplication and division property are the same. So it's very easy and I'm sure you will get it easily. Okay, so let's start our lesson. Alright, so the first is additional property. So what does it mean is like, let's say A, B, and C are real numbers and A less than B, and when you add a number to both sides, the less than equal will not change. It will still less than if it's greater than, and after you add a number to both sides, it still does not change. Okay, so let's say I will put C as 2. So when you add 4 to 2, you will get 6. When you add 7 and 2, you will get 9. So which one is still greater? The left side is still greater. So the sign does not change when you add a number to both sides. And let's say when you add C with minus 1, you will get 2 minus 1. And this side, minus 5 plus 2. So what will you get? You will get 2 minus 1, 1, minus 5 minus 5 plus 2, minus 3. So which one is still greater? 1 is still greater, so you have to put greater. So the greater sign does not change, greater still greater when you put a number. So let's look some exercises. Alright, so what are the solutions of this? X minus 13 greater than equal 5, or greater than 5, sorry, it does not include. Alright, so the solution means like the value of x, so x. Alright, so we want x, so we have to add 13 to get, in order to remain x. Greater than 5, if you add 13 left side, you have to add at the right side too. So you have to cancel this and you will get x. Less than, what will you get here? You will get 18, right? Alright, so you will get 18 here. So this is the solutions, and let's graph the solutions. Alright, the solution is you have to draw the number line here. So the number line here is 18, and so what will you get? Alright, so the number of x lines, the number of x is greater than the number of 18, right? So you have to circle 18 and the number of x exists at the right side, because like at the right it will come 19, 20, 21, 22, all the numbers greater than 18, right? But we don't need to shake this. We don't need to pull this circle because there is no equal sign. Alright, so what is that description? The set of x such that, just put the solution into the set. Alright, here x greater than 18, that's it. And how about notation? Notation is simply the value of x is 18 to plus infinity. So there is no equal sign. So you have to use the round brackets, and also infinity, you have to use round brackets. So this is notation. Alright, so it's quite easy, right? So what you need to remember here is whenever you add the number to both sides, the sign will not change. Greater than will equal remain the same, greater than. And if it was less than, it will just remain less than. And so let's look at subtraction property. So it's also the same. A, B, and C are real numbers. And when you subtract a number to both sides, the signs will remain the same. Like less than will remain less than, greater than will remain greater than. So like let's say I subtract a number, like for example, let's say C is 3. So I will subtract 3 to both sides, 4 minus 3, and this is 5 minus 3. So what will I get? Minus 4 minus 7 minus 3 is minus 7. 5 minus 3 is 2. So which one is greater? The 2 is still greater. So less than is equally the same, only less than. It does not change. And how about 6 greater than 3? When you subtract 3 from 6, you will get 3. When you subtract 3 from 3, you will get 0. So which one is still greater? 3 is still greater. So greater than or equal remain the same, greater than. So this is subtraction property. Addition and subtraction property are the same. Like when you add or subtract a number to both sides of the inequality, the sign will remain the same. So this is subtraction property. Okay, let's look some examples here. Okay, the example gives us x plus 6 less than 3. Okay, what will you get? Alright, we have to subtract 6 in order to get the value of x, right? So if you subtract the left side, minus 6, you will also have to subtract at the right side too. So what will you get? X less than 3 minus 6 minus 3. So this is the solution. Alright, so number 2, let's grab it. Okay, here's the number line and just draw minus 3 here. So the value of x is less than minus 3. So less than means at the left side. So you have to shade the left side. And do we need to fill this one? No, because there is no equal sign here. So this is the graph of the solution, and set description is the set of x such that puts the solution in the description, in the set x less than minus 3. So this is set description. And how about notation? Alright, notation simply this at the left side. This we represent minus infinity, and at the right side we represent plus infinity. So the value of x less or lies at the minus side, right? So it will start from minus infinity until minus 3. As there is no equal sign, you don't need to you just need to draw this circle or round bracket, and also minus infinity you have to use round bracket. So these are the solutions. So the graph of the solutions, set description and notations. Thank you. So let's look at the next one. Alright, so this is multiplication property, and it's quite easy. Alright, so let's look at multiplication property. So it's also easy. And there is two kind of situation in multiplication property you need to consider. The first is when you multiply the c, like c is greater than 0, which means that the positive values, like starting from +1 to all positive integers or all positive numbers, and the second case is the value of c is less than 0, which means negative values like -1 to minus values. And so like when you, as its multiplication property, when you multiply both sides of a and b with positive values, the sign will not change. Like greater than will still remain greater than, less than will still remain less than. When you multiply with the negative numbers, greater than will change to less than will change to greater than. So this is what you need to know. Let's do example. Okay, I will put C as positive value. Okay, let's say 2. So when you multiply both sides with 2, you will get 2 into 2, you will get 4. Minus 1 into 2, you will get minus 2. So which one is still greater? 4 is still greater. So greater than sign will still remain as greater than. Okay, let's see here. C is minus 2. Alright, when you multiply with minus 2, what will you get here? Minus 4. Here, minus 1 into minus 2, you will get minus or plus 2, sorry, plus 2. So which one is greater? 2 and minus 4, 2 is greater, right? So you have to use this sign. So greater than has changed to less than. So what you need to remember is when you multiply with minus number, the sign will change. Greater than will change to less than will change to greater than. So this is all you need to know at multiplication property. And also division property is also the same. There is also two situations here. C greater than 0 and C less than 0. What will you get here? When as it is division, you have to divide. So when you divide with positive value, the signs will not change. Greater than will still remain greater than, less than will still remain less than, but when you multiply or when you divide with minus values, the signs will change. Greater than will become less than, and less than will become greater than. Alright, so let's say C is, as it's greater than 0, I will put here also 2 here. So when you divide 4 with 2, you will get 2. When you divide 8 with 2, what will you get? You will get 4, right? Which one is still greater? 4 is still greater. So you don't need to change the sign. It just still remains the same. And when you divide with, okay, let's see, C is minus 2. What will you get here? 4 by minus 2, you will get minus 2. 8 by minus 2, you will get minus 4. Which one is greater? Minus 2 is greater, so you have to change the sign to less than to greater than. Okay, so this is division property. So when you divide with positive values, the sign, the inequality sign will not change. But when you divide with negative values, you have to change the sign. So this is the point you need to know here. Alright, so this is all for this lesson. So in the next video, we will do more exercises about inequality. So thank you and see you in the next video.